the moon landing, the JFK assassination, Lilith the lynx escaping from Borth wild animal kingdom. Everyone says they knows where they were during these seismic moments in human history. While the resignation of Conservative Minister Priti Patel probably won't live as long in the memory, those who do remember it will know precisely where they were. They were on Twitter. So how did we get to the stage where a politician's downfall was so absorbing it probably dented Britain's GDP? Let's recap. Patel, the UK's International Development Secretary, got into hot water after she admitted to holding meetings in Israel while on holiday in August, including with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. However, the Foreign Office was only made aware of the secret meetings on August 24 after they took place. The problem here is that Patel could have been seen as freelancing and making government policy on the hoof. By Tuesday night, amid increasingly loud calls for her to resign, things got appreciably worse. So I am hearing that Priti Patel is likely to be sacked within hours. That would be 2 cabinet ministers gone in a week. Robert Peston at Peston, November 7, 2017. Breaking: Priti Patel has admitted to 2 more unauthorized meetings with senior Israeli officials since her return from Israel in August. Tom Newton done it to Newton, November 7, 2017. Except removing Patel from her ministerial berth for breaking the ministerial code was problematic for Theresa May, chiefly because they were more than 4,000 miles apart. Patel was on an official trip to Uganda, and firing a colleague while on another continent when you don't have a parliamentary majority is probably not good form. Why she was in Uganda in the first place is itself intriguing. The bizarre thing about today's Uganda trip is a rumor that it was brought forward by a couple of weeks to give Patel easy escape from current controversy. Paul Wow, November 7, 2017. Undeterred by geography, May ordered Patel to abandon her visit, and it was briefed. A 9-hour flight from Nairobi in Kenya to Heathrow had been hastily arranged. Meanwhile, the MP's recall left a Daily Telegraph journalist high and dry, flew a few thousand miles overnight for interview with at Patel for with have a feeling it's cancelled. She missed our flight this AM. Pic.twitter.com. Tidimo Edgar, Anna Isaac at Anna Isaac, November 8, 2017. British political Twitter swiftly identified a Kenyan Airways Boeing 787 Dreamliner was probably carrying the imperiled Secretary of State. But back on terra firma, more allegations were ping-ponging around. Israeli newspaper at Haaretz.com is reporting that Priti Patel visited the Golan Heights, which the UK does not recognize, on her trip to Israel. https://t.colluivmebvik. Joey Durso at Joseph M. Durso, November 8, 2017. This time in Patel's favor. The Jewish Chronicle reported how Number 10 instructed Patel not to include her meeting with an Israel foreign ministry in her list of undisclosed meetings. My exclusive https://t.copac3hajwo. Stephen Pollard at Stephen Pollard, November 8, 2017. If true, it would have meant Downing Street had in effect lied to journalists. If this is true and it's Stephen Pollard is very good, then Number 10 have been misleading journalists all week about what Theresa May knew and when. https://t.coke.dumgame. Kevin Schofield at Poll Home Editor, November 8, 2017. Number 10 flatly denied the story. Regardless, Patel may well have been blissfully unaware of the unfolding crisis. There is no Wi-Fi on board. 6 hours until Priti Patel lands. The Kenya Airways flight is due to land at Heathrow at 3:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. There is no Wi-Fi on board. https://t.co-yetum2tilf Priti Patel. Pic.twitter.com. 6 Gakgogi. HuffPost UK at HuffPost. November 8, 2017. Plus. Can't get sacked if you never turn airplane mode off. Pic.twitter.com. Rep7NS. Tom Phillips at Flashboy, November 7, 2017. Patel's epic journey was now more than just Twitter fodder. The state broadcaster's interest was very much piqued. We're at OJ and the White Bronco stage of the coverage as BBC News now showing Priti Patel's flight from Kenya on the online flight radar. You can see it's just over Greece at the moment. Pic.twitter.com's 407p2krf. Mark Di Stefano. Call me hand light skin tone at Mark Distef. November 8, 2017. BBC News have just flashed up the Kenyan Airways flight that we've all been following. Everyone assumes Priti Patel is on. Extraordinary day in political journalism. https://t.com. 66 3w8x. Jane Merrick at Jan Merrick 23, November 8, 2017. But at WASNT, just journalists tuning in. More than 22,000 users are currently tracking flight KQ100 en route to London. According to media, Priti Patel is on board this flight. https://t.co3gaxaqoe3 pic.twitter.com. 8 Uzel9 Usnerk. Flight Radar 24 at Flight Radar 24, November 8, 2017. That's right, 22,000 people were tracking her flight live online on a working Tuesday, and updates were constant. Breaking: Priti Patel is now over Bosnia. Christopher Hope memo at Christopher Hope, November 8, 2017. The defeated secretary is back in UK airspace. In my experience, phone signal kicks in at about 15,000 feet, just above Kent, so if Theresa May's got even half a pair of bollocks, she'll have sacked her by now. Pic.twitter.com Cood 52im, Tom Peck at Tom Peck, November 8, 2017. Priti Patel has just passed Heston Services. Pic.twitter.com Chijdo 5, LCC Municipal at LCC Municipal, November 8, 2017. She's making a run for it. Pic.twitter.com E7 Zuj Fortico, Chris Cook at Xtover Cook, November 8, 2017. People started to imagine how her arrival in London might play out. Priti Patel walks through nothing to declare Theresa May. Are you fucking kidding? James Felton at Jim Felton, November 8, 2017. But Patel managed to sidestep awaiting reporters. She is in the car. Promise we saw her get in no time for duty free. Pic.twitter.com BDM3LOLJ. Laura Kunzberg at BB Cloric, November 8, 2017. Can confirm the atmosphere in Terminal 4 is one of intense disappointment. Mikey Smith at Mikey Smith, November 8, 2017. But helicopters. Like a scene from Rat Race, the BBC helicopter is now flying after Priti Patel's car as it goes from Heathrow to Downing Street. Pic.twitter.com Rg7 Boofay. Julia McFarlane at Julia McFarlane, November 8, 2017. Reports Priti Patel's car now heading for Cliff Richard's house as it's the only location safe from the BBC helicopter. Niall Patterson at Sky News. Niall, November 8, 2017. Everyone has lost IT and I am here for it. https://t.cogexium Guz. Marila Conte at Young Bulgarian, November 8, 2017. Was everyone going too far? The way misjudged tweet. I think we're not dealing with an on-the-run crime here. I can understand media bloodlust, but only from declared leftists. https://t.co7i8hube. Patrick Offlin at Offlin Mep, November 8, 2017. This is stupid. A not particularly important person probably will resign because she had some meetings without telling more important people first. It's being covered like a small war. James Morris at James Morris, November 8, 2017. There was a break in the drama as Patel was forced to wait for more than an hour as May met the Queen for her weekly audience at Buckingham Palace. But Patel eventually arrived by Downing Street's back gate. Priti Patel has arrived in Downing Street. Pic.twitter.com 3 Soft Kuchnell. Molly Goodfellow at Hans Mollman, November 8, 2017. Priti Patel waiting outside Theresa May's office right now. Pic.twitter.com 3ud7ns3gf1 HRTBPS at HRTBPS, November 8, 2017. Explaining to my mum Priti Patel is inside number 10 but HASNT resigned yet. Me mum maybe they're having a drink. Esther Weber at Estweber, November 8, 2017. At this point, Theresa May could bring in Dave Benson Phillips and have Priti Patel dunked in a gun tank on live TV and it still wouldn't be worth the 20-odd hours of build-up. Philip Sim at BBC. Philip Sim, November 8, 2017. More social media. Priti Patel suggest a correction.